This is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by Dairy Queen, Todd's Electric, Shane's Pharmacy, Avera St. Mary's, and Bank West. And by Billion Auto, Edward Jones Financial, Gales Gas, Brookings Electric, Gateway Ford Lincoln and Toyota, and Midwest Co-op. Governor Sports also a service of Fisher Rounds, First Dakota National Bank, Lamb Motors, All Around Graphics, and Faith Lutheran Church. And by Missouri River Dentistry, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Papa Murphy's, Kruger Contracting, and Wagner Auto. And now for the call of the game, here's the voice of the Governors, John Winkler.
And a good evening as we welcome you here to Riggs High School as the Pierre Governors take on the Brookings Bobcats in one of the last two home games of the season for the Pierre Governors. John Winkler alongside Nathan Nas here this evening. And Nathan, this is a big game for both these teams. One, because both teams are playing well, but also they're sitting 12 and 13th in the standings. A win today against either one, for either one, will do good for them to jump up the standings.
Yeah, absolutely. And as big as it is for those standings to getting down to the nitty-gritty at the end of the season here, you really want to be playing your best basketball. And, these are the type of games when it's as big for seed points that, when you're playing the Sioux Falls Washingtons and O'Gormans of the world, some of those you look at a loss and you say, oh, we at least played well. But this is one that you got to play well and you got to come out on top.
And the biggest challenge for the Pierre Governors will be the size of what Brookings brings. And specifically the 6'5" girl in Aimee Shelsta. She stands at 6'5". That's going to be tough. They have a lot of size to them, but a 6'5" basketball player, you look at Winantanda from Washington, that's about as high as you get. That's about as tall as you get other than Shelsta here for Brookings. So that's going to be a tough matchup inside and to try and work offensively and defensively for both these teams.
Yeah, I know. I remember seeing her play against us last year here, and we struggled with her size. And, 6'5", she's pretty athletic too, and we kind of struggled with that. So, you look to Williger, that's probably going to start out on her. You hope Emily Lingle's knee's feeling good, that if she's able to go in the game, she matches up well a little bit better with her. You might see Maya Shorter in there, all three of our girls are giving up some size to her for sure, but all three of those girls they spend a lot of time in the weight room. They're strong, and if they can get in there and play physical, and the big thing I think is not letting her stay on the blocks, trying to force her out away from the block, maybe make her take some jump shots, and if you can make her take some jump shots, that means you're keeping her off the glass as well. So that'll be huge on both ends of the floor, is getting a body and keeping her off the glass.
And I think your point, too, of how these girls are in the weight room getting stronger, and that's the key to be able to beat this Brookings team and to be able to take down Shelsta, is using your strength. And we see Avery Kaiser, we see Reese Twilliger. Those two, not just by themselves, but all those that you mentioned, too, that the strength and the ability and to the fearless nature of not being worried about taking a hit, that's the big key to go at Ainsley Shelsta.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we can maybe get things going up and down a little bit more, and if we can get her tired out and keep our girls fresh that are guarding her, because I'm sure when she's in the post, she's probably not going to be a soft post player. She's probably going to be a pretty physical player herself, being 6'5", and being a good post player. So if we can keep bodies fresh on her and play some good defense and the way we have been, that could maybe wear her down earlier in the game than what Brookings would want to see.
The Pierre Governors, they're coming in playing well. 3 of their last 4 games have come way of wins against Harrisburg, Yankton, and Huron. They lost by 4 to Bismarck. But Brookings, on the other hand, they're coming in. They've won 3 in a row. They were 2-10. Now they're 5-10. So they're playing some pretty good basketball, most notably a 5-point win over Jefferson. That's their best win of those 3. Douglas and Roosevelt, they're good wins to have, but they're not the quality win like Jefferson is, and that was their last game just a couple of days ago back on Saturday. Back on Friday. But that's where both these teams are playing very well, and both teams don't want to have that come to an end here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you're Brookings, a 3-game win streak, and for our girls, we lost to Bismarck, but they're a top North Dakota team for sure, and to only lose by 4 to them, it's really something we can hang our hat on. That we still played pretty well, had our offensive struggles. So, yeah, you don't want to take that step backwards and take a loss here. But when you're coaching high school girls, or even high school boys, you never tell them it's a must-win game. Because they understand the ramifications of it. So you hope they go out there, have fun, and play hard and take care of business.
Pierre Governors and the Brookings Bobcats coming up here from Ricks High School. They second and final home game of the season for the Pierre Governors. They'll be on the road both Friday and next Tuesday before returning home next Saturday to finish out the season. Coming up here in about 3 minutes, we'll have our talk with Coach Kirk Bebout of the Pierre Governors. Back in 3 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Insurance. We all need to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Bankwest Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent to put Bankwest Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
Has it been years since you've been to the dentist? Are you afraid to see a dentist? If so, you are among many people who feel this way. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer of Missouri River Dentistry. At our office, we pride ourselves as an office that uses a personal touch to offer gentle dentistry, tailored to fit each patient's needs. We do so by utilizing state-of-the-art equipment and methods which allow the patients to feel comfortable. So whether it has been many years or 6 months since your last dental visit, your oral health is important. We invite you to call us at Missouri River Dentistry, 223-2021, 223-2021.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Faith Lutheran Church prays for God's blessings to all of our athletes and their families. We're proud of the commitment and dedication that you give to your team. We would love for you to join us and celebrate the successes that God gives to us on the field, in the classroom, and throughout our lives. You can worship with us at Faith Lutheran Church on Sundays at 8:30 and 11 a.m., on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m., or you can watch online at faithluth.com/livestream.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Joining me is Coach Kirk Bebout of the Pierre Governors as they take on the Brookings Bobcats here tonight. Coach, it's an opportunity to beat a team that's below you in the standings right now, but Brookings is playing well. They've won 3 straight games. We'll get to that here in just a moment. What's that feeling going into tonight as the season is starting to wind down?
Oh, I mean, just same as usual. One game at a time. We're going to have to play well. Like you mentioned, they're playing good basketball. They just beat a really talented Sioux Falls Jefferson team, and 3 in a row is 3 in a row. Every night is a battle in 2A girls basketball. So obviously they're playing well, feeling good about themselves. So it's going to be another challenge. They present a lot of challenges. They got good wing players that can shoot it, and 6'5" in the post that can really score and rebound. So I mean, right there, you got your work cut out for you.
What have you seen from those last couple games from Brookings of why they're playing such good basketball?
Well, I mean, a lot of times, honestly, it's make or miss, and they've made a lot of shots. They're shooting the ball well, and they know that where they want to go with it. I mean, like I said, 6'5" in there, that's tough. It just is. So, when she catches in there, she's good at finishing, and if she doesn't finish, a lot of times she gets the rebound. So, I mean, I just think combination of things. They mix it up on defense. They're working hard. They're, anytime you get a couple wins, you feel better about yourself and gain confidence, and that's where they're at right now.
And you guys could say the same thing, too. 3 of the last 4 games, and that one game that you lost last Friday played a Bismarck team to only a 4-point loss. What's been the difference for your team that's been why you guys have played so well, why you guys have won 3 of your last 4?
I mean, I think girls are playing well. I think it's just, the effort. But the effort, I don't want to say the effort wasn't there before, because I think it was. I think the effort is just maybe more focused and, kind of understanding some more things about how to play together and how we want to approach things and just kind of coming together more as a team that way. So, but I mean, effort it always starts there, and the girls are definitely, bringing all they have to each and every game.
You mentioned the 6'5" girl for Brookings. Defensively for you guys, how do you stop her or how do you limit her throughout the night?
Yeah, it starts with ball pressure, honestly. You got to make it tough for them to see, tough for her to get in there. Reese would be on her a lot, and that's a big responsibility for her, but it's not just her. So ball pressure, making it tough to throw in, and then, maybe bring a double or 2 when we need to, things like that. We got to, speed up the tempo. We can't let them walk it down and just throw it in there every time. So we really got to pick them up early and make it tough for them to throw it in there in the first place.
And then offensively, having to go against Reese Twilliger, having to go against her in the post. Obviously, a lot of the offense goes through Reese Twilliger. So how do you make sure that continues to be a point of emphasis and is done effectively with such a tall body inside?
Yeah, Reese has gotten a lot better about knowing when to find kickouts and throw kickouts, so she's going to have to continue to make good decisions there. And then you just got to stay strong, go up towards the basket, use pump fake, make her move a little bit from side to side, and then try to attack her that way rather than just turning and going straight up. And over 6'5", that's probably not going to happen, so you got to get her to move a little bit and take your opportunities when they come and recognize when they're not there and there's better options.
What's it going to take to knock off Brookings here tonight?
I mean, really just the same things. We got to come out with a lot of energy, effort, make it hard for them. We got to, we kind of got to play like we're behind, I think, like from the get-go. We just got to, really push tempo, really work hard every single possession, not take anything for granted, not take any plays off, and I think that's a big key for us.
Coach, I appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Back more of the pregame show next year on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
It takes hard work to reach goals. It's a truth that applies to more than just sports. It also goes for your financial goals. You work hard for your money. You deserve an investment strategy that lines up with your game plan. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor can help. If your investments aren't getting you closer to the win, visit edwardjones.com or stop by your local Pierre area Edward Jones office for a financial review. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Hey DQ fans, when was the last time you ordered our crispy classic chicken strips or our juicy rotisserie style chicken bites? Both baskets are sumptuous, tender, and paired with Texas toast and golden french fries. With options this good, either choice is the perfect choice. And ring in the new year with a new fave, the Oreo Mocha Fudge Blizzard Treat. It's got chunks of Oreo cookie goodness, fudge pieces, and just the right amount of mocha, all blended into DQ's world famous soft serve. Looks like your morning coffee just got a whole lot tastier. Grab the Oreo Mocha Fudge Blizzard Treat today, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. You'll find a great selection of quality new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, plus a great selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take good care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local family-owned full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your healthcare is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
It's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
This winter, sip on a delicious hot cocoa and lose yourself in the grace of a fresh falling snow before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for winter sports. Stomp for block shots, holler for match ceiling takedowns, and go berserk for a perfect dismount. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com, member FDIC.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heat-A-Later fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heat-A-Later fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-A-Later Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by the showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
As we welcome you back here to Rakes High School, we send it down to the PA for our introduction of our starters.
Joseph Murnaugh, Pierre, South Dakota, passed away on October 2nd, 2021, at the age of 103. He generously asked that donations be made to the girls' basketball program in his honor. In gratitude for this remarkable gesture, the girls' basketball program will be honoring a loyal fan before each home game. We are humbled by the ongoing support of the Pierre community, and tonight we'd like to honor Kim Kaiser as a Pierre Governor super fan.
Kim Kaiser on Pink Night is our Pierre super fan.
We've experienced a large shortage of officials. It is these men and women that provide us with a safe and quality game experience. The Pierre School District has partnered with the South Dakota officials and the South Dakota High School Association to help support them in their efforts. If at any time you choose to belittle, degrade, or use vulgar language, you'll be asked to leave the premises. Thank you for your understanding. Now let's meet the officials for today's game. Tonight's officials are licensed by the SDH, SAA, and hired upon mutual agreement of the competing schools they are. Dave Brown, Keith Matheson, and Mike Cooley. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's game, first the cheerleaders from the Pierre Governors. Graceland Bowman, Elizabeth Diabla, Alexis Dilgis, Emma Hall, Bailey Hanna, Brooklyn Herman, and Riley Nelson. Ladies and gentlemen, their cheerleaders are coached by Courtney Paulson. the visiting Brookings Bobcats. Number 12, Ashton Austrian. Number 20, Landry Wilson. Number 22, Claire Burns. Number 40, Logan Smith. And number 52, Ainsley Scheista. Your Bobcats are coaches this evening, assistant coaches Zach Thomas, Mandy Schmidt, Ross Peterson, and head coach Mitch McClagan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your Pierre Governors! Number 1, Remington Price. Number 4, Lady Stevens. Number 13, Ryan Berry. Number 15, Reese Terwilliger. And number 21, Avery Kaiser. The governors are coaches named and assistant coaches. Carice Blanchette, Jeff Shuttler, Nicole Roth, and head coach Kirk Nevat.
So there are your starters. Joe Winkler alongside Nathan Nas. You're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. And those starters again, Ashton Austrian, the 5'7 senior. Number 20, Landry Wilson, the 5'10 junior. Number 22, Claire Burns, the 5'9 senior. Number 40, Logan Schmidt, the 5'7 freshman. And number 52, Ainsley Shelton, the 6'5 senior. And of course, it's not Shelton to take the opening tip. It's going to be Landry Wilson against Avery Kaiser. Why would you put the 6'5 girl to take the opening tip? Instead, it's going to be Wilson, the 5'10 junior, against Avery Kaiser, and the opening tip is won by the Pierre Governors, and we're underway. Nearly a turnover right away from Ryan Berry's pass to Remy Price. Had enough steam behind it to get through the defense. So here is Remy Price on the right side. The pass tipped into the backcourt. Still 22 left on the shot clock in the first possession of the game. Kaiser will look to the left side. Takes one dribble, picks it up over for Terwilliger. Right wing now for Berry. Berry looks to a cutting Terwilliger. Instead, a skip pass for Stevens for three, and it buries the first triple of the game, and the Governors lead at 3-0.
Yeah, good ball movement by the Governors. I think it took them a second to realize what kind of zone Brookings was going to be playing there and how they're going to play it. Doing a really good job finding Laney open for a good look.
As the pass goes for Wilson on the right side here for the Brookings Bobcats. Pass to the top of the key. Driving in was Smith, lost the ball. Turned over, and the Pierre Governors go the other way. Ryan Berry all the way down. She draws the foul. She's going to go to the free throw line. 7:07 to go, and the Governors, with both free throws made, could go up 5-0 here early on.
Yeah, the only thing on the defensive end, the Governors are playing a 2-3 zone, and Laney Stevens was down in the post, and she's listed at 5'5", and 6'5" Shelsta was over on that side of the defense posting up. So it'll be interesting to see when that ball gets over to that side of the floor, how the Governors are going to rotate and how they're going to help out Laney, because that's not a matchup that favors the Governors. 6'5" versus 5'5".
Berry makes the first one, does not make the second one. Ends up being a lane violation against the Governors. Looks like it's probably against Berry, and it remains 4-0. But the Governors do lead it here early on with 7:07 to go in the first quarter. Full court press here for the Pierre Governors as the Bobcats will look to beat it here. Smith, the freshman, the 5'7 freshman, across midcourt for the Bobcats. On the right side, Claire Burns will pick it up, and now Wilson on the left wing. Nearly lost the ball off the foot. Now Wilson will pick it back up, picks up a screen. They're looking inside for Shelsta. They will get it inside. She'll turn off the glass and rolls it in. 6'5", Ainsley Shelsta. It's going to be hard. All she has to do is just turn and shoot. She doesn't have to worry about anybody blocking her shot as big as she is, as tall as she is. As Reese Terwilliger has it at the top of the key. Berry pulls up for a three in the right wing. That's good from Ryan Berry. She's got 4. The Governors lead it 7-2.
Yeah, the Governors out there shooting with a lot of confidence, and Berry gets the steal and gets fouled to go back to the line.
Just like that, she goes right back for another 2 free throws as the second turnover of the game for the Brookings Bobcats.
Yeah, the Governors, they haven't been playing this like full court kind of zone pressure all season. It's something that they put in partway through the season, and they're really, really starting to get pretty good at it, causing some turnovers. causing teams to have issues. And oh, never mind. I saw the points up there and thought that was 2 fouls already, but nope, I was looking at the wrong column across the way.
As the second free throw is up and good from Barry. That foul was committed by Wilson, so both Wilson and Austria both have a foul piece. But Barry's now 3 for 4 from the free throw line. She made all 4 of them, got called for a lane violation on another one, and Brookings nearly turned the ball over again, and already a little bit of frustration. Logan Smith looked up and looked over the bench and says, I don't know what to do, and looks like she might be coming to the ball game. She will, as Gracie Sheridan will check in. The freshman will quickly be subbed out. 6:11 to go here in the first quarter. As Sheridan will pass across, and then Wilson trying to get it back over there, but it was the Avery Kaiser to steal the ball away. No one was there for Brookings, and Kaiser takes to the distance and scores to make it now quickly 11-2. 5:54 to go here in the first quarter. Brookings is having problems beating the full court press. As Sheridan's pass tipped from Terwilliger, stolen away by Barry, and the Governors force another turnover. Already the 4th turnover of the game. Barry's shot is blocked by Shelsta, and it'll go out of play, and it'll stay with the Governors with 29 on the shot clock. 11-2 our score. 11 points here in the first minute and 20 seconds. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. It's a good pace that the Governors are on. Ryan Barry will inbound. Outside for Price on the right wing. Here's Kaiser to catch at the point. Across for Price again on the right side. Back to Stevens. Nearly mishandled the pass, but still brings it back as Price will catch with 15. Now underneath for Terwilliger. Bounce pass for Kaiser. One more pass for Barry. She'll start to drive in. Floats it high off the glass. Missed the shot. Rebound, though, from Stevens. Price, quick ball movement for Kaiser. She'll spin in the lane. She had the ball stripped away from her as she'll did not pick up the foul, but the ball went out of bounds on Brookings. They'll stay with the Governors, although the Bobcats thought that maybe they were going to have it. It's still 29 on the shot clock again here for Pierre. Barry will inbound. Kaiser will catch wide open, but I think maybe had the thought of trying to shoot it without the backboard and shoot at the backboard. Nearly a travel from Brookings, and there was a foul called on the Governors. Well, there's a lot of action in a matter of 30 seconds without any points being scored, but we get our first free throws from Brookings now as Landry Wilson will go to the line, and the foul was committed by Barry.
Yeah, if you're Coach Bebout, especially with a good team like Brookings coming in playing as well as they have, you really like to see the girls getting after it on the defensive end. And, they're a team that had their struggles early in the year like we did, and the girls are doing a really good job of not allowing them to start to get hot offensively.
The first free throw was missed by Wilson. Second one here from Landry Wilson. That is good. So it's now 11-3 as the Governors lead it by 8. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Remy Price, Ryan Barry. Now here's Stevens. Cross-court pass for Price. Good pump fake, drives baseline, floats it high, and floats it in. Remy Price, her first bucket, and it's 13-3. A 10-point lead for the Governors. 4:45 left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, if Remy can get good at that play, everyone says she's a shooter, but if she can get to the hoop like that, it makes her even more dangerous.
Schmidt turned it over, but Price couldn't finish. And then stepping out of bounds, an unforced turnover by the Brookings Bobcats. That's their 6th already here in the first quarter. We have not even played the first half of the first quarter, and it's 6 turnovers for the Brookings Bobcats. And that's the only one out of the 6 that they have that have been unforced. Everything else has been because the Governors are playing good defense. Avery Kaiser for Stevens on the left side. In the corner for Price. Back for Stevens, and there's another 3. That one's short, and it goes off the hands of Terwilliger and out of play.
Yeah, you said it before I got a chance to talk about that. Yeah, the Governors' defense has caused 5 of these turnovers. That was the first one where I don't know if she maybe turned and thought there was going to be pressure, and there wasn't, and just didn't have the court awareness that she should have.
Schmidt's back in the ball game as the freshman will try and drive to the right side, kicks it over for Wilson. Top of the key, left wing, now underneath for Shelston. The ball's poked away by Kaiser. It's still loose on the floor. Diving for it were 3 different Governors, but it lands in the hands of Gracie Sheridan, who was wide open inside the paint. And you can't really fault the Governors because they were diving on the floor for the loose ball, and it just pinballed around right to Sheridan. Here is Barry at the top of the key. That cross-court pass is intercepted, and the Governors turn the ball over for the first time here tonight. 3:33 left to go here in the first quarter. 13-5. Governors lead it by 8. Shelston will catch it to the high post. as she'll look to the right side, kicks it over in the corner. Now back in for Shelsto. She'll turn off the glass, miss the shot, rebound from Wilson, blocked from behind. So it'll stay with the Bobcats and a fresh 35 with 3:18 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Brookings is doing a good job with Shelsto and figuring out ways to get her the ball. The possession before, when the ball was loose, they brought the ball down the right side of the floor and had Shelsto on the opposite side, getting Terwilliger stuck in help defense, and then a quick ball reversal had her stuck on her back hip.
Landry Wilson will cut to the basket, find the pass, and she's got her first bucket, 13-7, as a quick 4-0 run here for Brookings has pulled them within 6. Stevens for Sydney Tedrow, who's in for the first time. Terwilliger back for Berry. She's going to try another 3. That's good from Ryan Berry. She's got her second 3, and the Governors are right back up by 9, 16-7. Berry's got 9 of the 16 here for the Governors. In the backcourt still, here's Schmidt. Across midcourt, gets caught up by near double team. Now she will be double teamed. She's trying to get around Berry and turns it over with a 5-second count. 7th turnover of the quarter, and Schmidt right now, the 5'7" freshman, just seems to be out of place here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Berry doing a really good job of doing it all right now. She's the one at the point of the press, having to run back and forth, chase the ball, doing a really good job getting a 5-second call there. And yeah, she's having a really good quarter so far, and kind of right now as she goes, the Governors go.
Lise Christofferson, the ball was tipped to her. She was able to find it after she touched it. She had to go grab the ball before it went out of play. Now Price will catch on the right side to the low post for Terwilliger. Back for Berry. Hard pass for Terwilliger. She tried to turn. Now back for Tedrow. Berry's open for another 3. And that one's missed, though. A little heat check from Ryan Berry in the first quarter. You don't hear that very often, that you get heat check in the first quarter, but she was open. That was a good-looking shot from Berry, just didn't fall. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Still a 9-point lead for the Governors, 16-7. On the left side is Sheridan. Picks up her dribble, throws it in the corner. Schmidt will catch for 3. Too strong with the rebound, though, grabbed by Shelsto. The 6'5" senior trying to go to work underneath on Terwilliger. Missed the shot, got her own rebound, and the putback is good. And Shelsto's now got 4, and the lead 16-9.
Yeah, everyone's trying to match up there and find their girl after the shot, and that allowed Shelsto to just kind of dribble the ball and back down Terwilliger. That's one of those things that you'd like to see some help defense, not allow her to continue to dribble the ball down the floor like that.
There's a tie-up on a pass from Terwilliger to Tedrow. It's going to be a turnover to the Governors because it will be in possession of the Brookings Bobcats. 1:24 left to go here in the first quarter. 16-9 Governors. They lead it by 7. Largest lead is 10. As Schmidt will catch in the backcourt. Price will back away. Wilson across court over on the left side. That is going to be Ostream. That will give back to the top of the key for Schmidt. And Schmidt will get a screen from Wilson. Rolls off of it. Wilson will catch left side. Pulls up for a 3. That was an air ball, and it will be touched out of play by Sheridan. And it will be the Governor's ball with 1:02 left to go here in the first quarter. Got a sub. Claire Burns will check in for Wilson. 1:02 left to go here in the first. A 16-9 lead for the Governors. Here is Berry with 9 of those 16 right now. It would have 10, but had a lane violation go against her. Terwilliger inside the paint, underneath for Price, rolls it in as she threw it above her head and rolled it in. 18-9, Governors back up by 9 points with 43 to go.
Great shot by Price, but a really good find by Terwilliger. Coach Bebout talked about it before the game. She's becoming a really good post passer, and she just showed it there.
Sheridan gets loose underneath. She's now got 4, and it's now 18-11. Shot clock is turned off. We'll see the Governors hold for the final shot as they lead it by 7. Here now with 23 to go. Tedrow on the right side for Price. Back for Tedrow on the wing. Underneath for Terwilliger. Christofferson will fake a couple times. Pull up for 3. Missed, but Terwilliger gets the rebound with 13 to go. Berry will catch inside the paint. She's now got 11. 11 points in the first quarter for Ryan Berry, and it's 20-11 with 5 seconds to go. Schmidt near midcourt. She's going to throw up one from about midcourt, misses the shot, and the rebound is grabbed by Price, and that will end the first quarter. A very good first quarter for the Pierre Governors as they lead at 20-11. Nathan Nas appreciates the first quarter for the Pierre Governors. We'll step aside for a minute, come back with a second. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre still wants your trade or your spare vehicle, and we're willing to give you top dollar, and we'll throw in an additional $250 Pierre Pride dollars. Sell us your car, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you an additional $250 Pierre Pride dollars. Trade in your vehicle for a new or different one, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you $250 Pierre Pride dollars. Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayfordtoyota.com.
First United Methodist Church would like to take this time to wish Governors great success in this sports season. Athletic competition builds skills, leadership, teamwork. It provides lifelong lessons in character development. I'm Pastor Greg, and I invite you to join us for meaningful worship, personal growth, and compassionate fellowship. For a list of worship times and upcoming events, visit our website, pierrefirstumc.org, or our Facebook page, Pierre First United Methodist Church.
As we welcome you back here to the start of the second quarter, the Pierre Governors, they lead at 20-11 over the Brookings Bobcats. John Winkler alongside Nathan Nas, and what a fantastic first quarter for the Pierre Governors as they are on pace for 80 tonight. As Avery Kaiser drives in. Not so good defense there from the Brookings Bobcats. Kaiser's now got 4. She went right past Shelston. It's 22-11. Governors doubling up the Bobcats right now as Brookings has it for the first time here in the second. Smith gets a screen. Pass deflected by Kaiser and goes out of play. I told you, Nathan, after the first quarter was anywhere in the commercial break, the Governors are on pace for 80, but they're also on pace to force 28 turnovers in the game. That tells you that offensively and defensively, they're playing some of their best basketball right now. Here's Smith with a 3. That one rolls in and out, and the rebound's going to be grabbed by Tedro. I'll let you talk about that here in just a second here. Lennox Dupree's in for the first time here tonight. Lainey Stevens on the left wing. Dupree will catch the point. Back for Stevens. Stevens goes across court for Tedro. She's open. She'll take a 3, and she buries a 3. Sydney Tedro. This Governor team is on fire right now. 25-11. 7:05 to go here in the second quarter. Yeah. Over in the corner and now underneath for Shelston. That shot rolls off the rim. Wilson gets the rebound. The putback, she's fouled, and the basket is good. And it's 25-13 with 6:57 to go.
Yeah, now, we just, as you know, we've been playing extremely well defensively. There we just got caught getting back out of transition. They beat us up the floor with the ball, and they did a good job of breaking the press. We just got to do a better job of matching up after we get back down the floor.
Well, I'll give you a chance to comment on how good that first quarter was for both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, anytime you can put up 20 points in a quarter, boys or girls basketball, you're pretty happy with yourself, but
Shelston will take the rebound away from Terwilliger, get the bucket to go, and then Coach McLean will take a timeout for Brookings. So I'll let you, it's now 25-15. The Governors lead at 6:57 to go here in the second quarter. And now, again, continue to talk about the Governors.
Yeah, as happy as you are with that 20 points, as the fans really like to see that, the coaches really like to look at the other side of the board, see that 11 points up there, and then, they won't know the stat until the end of the game, more than likely, but forcing 7 turnovers. And, well, they had 7 turnovers, and really we forced 6 turnovers, apart from the one where they just stepped on the sideline, bringing it up the floor. There was all 6 of those other turnovers were forced by our defense getting after it, stealing passes, intercepting passes, getting a 5-second, those types of things really just speak to the effort that these girls are playing with right now and the confidence that they're playing with right now.
Coming out of the timeout, it was a full timeout taken by Coach McLean of the Brookings Bobcats. 6:57 to go here in the second quarter, 25-15. Quick 4-0 spurt for Brookings. Here is Lennox Dupree that will catch, fires it for Price, right down the court. Kaiser for Terwilliger. One dribble, pump fake off the glass, missed the shot. The rebound, though, is going to be grabbed by Kaiser. One-hand pass over for Price for 3. That one's too strong. Rebounds tipped and then grabbed by Kaiser. Good bounce pass for Dupree off the glass. That one rolls off, and Shelston will grab the rebound, though.
The girls are doing a really good job of boxing out Shelston to get multiple opportunities at putting the ball in the bucket.
As Sheridan will drive baseline. That shot's rejected by Stevens, and then she's pushed to the back by Sheridan, and it will go the other way. And that's a big block there from Lainey Stevens, the 5'5 senior.
The student section kind of reacting like Lainey Stevens isn't a known shot blocker.
At 5'5", maybe not so much. That foul again was committed by Sheridan. That's her first and the third team foul. Governors across midcourt. Price will stop at the high post. Nearly lost the ball. Back for Dupree. She'll pull up for a three. She's going to try and join the three parade, but it was missed. It rolled in and out, and the rebound was grabbed by the Bobcats. Student section wanting to travel on Brookings. But as Sheridan started to drive, kicks it over on the right side for three. That shot's missed. That one came from Jaden Devine, and the rebound is going to be grabbed by Dupree. Remy Price for Lennox Dupree, over for Stevens on the left wing. Back for Dupree. Now Kaiser will catch on the wing. The ball was knocked away, but they will call it travel. That's just the third turnover from the Governors so far here in the ball game. 5:48 to go in the second quarter. 25-15. Governors still lead it by 10. Ryan Berry will check back in for Lainey Stevens. Berry had a fantastic first quarter, scoring 11 points in that first. She's got the game high right now. As here is Smith. Nearly lost the ball to Price. Now Smith will get it across the midcourt and to the right side, Sheridan. She'll drive baseline. Shot blocked by Dupree this time. And then Dupree falls over, getting tripped up by Kaiser. She comes away with it. And then Berry now for Dupree over for Kaiser. These Pierre Governor girls are playing so good, they're taking out their own teammates while they're doing it.
That's what they're looking to get the ball off the floor quickly. And
Kaiser missed the three. Berry tried to save it and it had her toe on the line before she jumped over for it. So it will go back to the Brookings Bobcats.
Yeah, the Governor's doing a good job of playing fast because, Brookings in that first quarter, I don't really know if they wanted to go to their bench a whole lot. But on that last one, as we're bringing it up, just got to slow down, let the pressure get past us, and then bring the ball off the floor and get into the offense.
Here on the right high post, it's taken by Ostream, and then Smith, a pass intercepted by Terwilliger, got in front of Shellstup, and it will go the other way here for the Governors. Dupree will jump stop and kick it for Berry on the left wing. Dupree works it around the perimeter all the way in the corner for Price. Now on the inside for Terwilliger. Good move, good pass, but Dupree hit the bottom of the rim. And actually didn't even hit the rim, hit the bottom of the backboard because the shot clock didn't reset. Terwilliger gets around, gets a foul committed by Shelsta, and she'll go to the line for two. And Reese Terwilliger, who has not yet scored, has done a pretty good job in the low post defensively, and she was not on Shelsta. They're going to call it on Ostream, who picks up her second foul and the fourth team foul. Been big to get Shelsta at least her first one. Here's Terwilliger's first free throw is missed. Governors are 3 for 5 now for the free throw line. And that was the first legitimate miss. That one was a lane violation. And Berry even made the free throw, but had a lane violation. Here's the second one. Here comes a lane violation. If Big Terwilliger doesn't make it, she doesn't make it, so she gets another one opportunity.
I feel like we talk about this every time I'm up here because I feel like it happens every game I'm up here.
I don't know if there's really nobody else. And, as many times it happened here, you might think, well, she does it on purpose, but that's just how she does. That's what she does to get herself ready for a free throw. And just like every other time, after a lane violation, she sinks the third one.
Yeah, just part of her routine where she goes, she does that spin, gets it settled in her shooting pocket, and then just kind of takes that deep breath and gets the lane violation.
Smith tried to make a pass after she fell down, and Dupree ends up kicking it, and it rolls all the way down the court. With 4:29 to go, it will be an inbound here on the sideline right in front of the Governor bench. Pierre leads it by 11 now, 26-15. Their largest lead is 12. As the inbound pass will be for Smith. Smith will look after she picked up her dribble over for Sheridan. The Governors will double team. One dribble underneath now for Shellstup. And then Kaiser almost took the ball away from Shellstup and almost knocked it off of Shellstup to go out of play, but it stays with Brookings now with 12 in the shot clock and 4:18 left to go here in the quarter.
It looks like, we got coach on the bench working the officials at Terwilliger, doing what she can to try to get around Shellsta, but she's, they're talking about she's kind of using those hands to keep the defender behind her, so we'll see if maybe that can get us a call later on.
2 seconds to go on the shot clock for Shellsta. Throws at the basket, and then it did not hit the rim, so it was a shot clock violation, and the Governors have now forced 9 turnovers, and a lot of these turnovers have been different ways. A 5-second violation, a shot clock violation. The only thing we're really missing is a 5-second inbound and a 10-second backcourt violation.
Yeah, they're really getting after it, doing a really good job defensively. And, maybe you might look to see Terwilliger maybe get the ball more in the post here and look to score offensively with Shellsta out of the game.
Here is Avery Kaiser for Dupree, now in the corner for Price. She'll look inside for Terwilliger, lost the ball, and it will be picked up by Brookings. Second turnover of the quarter by the Governors, as the Bobcats will take it across midcourt with Smith. She picks up her dribble very far beyond the three-point line. Nearly had another 5-second violation go against her. Now pass to the right side, as it's going to be caught by Austria. Now Schmidt will pull up for three on the catch. Missed the shot. Rebound, though, from Sheridan. She'll turn. That putback is missed. And then she nearly pushed Dupree again, but Dupree will end up getting the ball from Terwilliger. Here is Price on the right side. She'll drive all the way in. Off the glass. She was able to protect it, kind of curl the ball around in the palmet, but put it inside the armpit and keep it from being stripped away. And Price gets the layup, and it's 28-15. Largest lead now for the Governors with 3 minutes to go in the first half. A good job there by Price protecting the ball on that drive. Driving in.
Protected the ball well and played through the contact.
A three is missed, but the rebound comes all the way back out near the three-point line, and then Smith will drive and gets a foul by Ryan Berry, and that'll be the second foul on Berry, third Governor foul, and Smith will be at the free throw line. Logan Smith, who has yet to score, will be at the line for two. 2:45 to go in the second quarter. First free throw was missed. Brookings right now shooting 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Shelsta's checking back in. Also have Stevens back in for Dupree. 2:45 left to go here in the second quarter. Second one from Schmidt. That one finds its way through. 28-16.
Yeah, you like to maybe attribute the struggles that Brookings has seen at the free throw line to the Governor defense and, just causing defensive frustrations all over the board.
There is Reese Terwilliger getting around Shelsta to get an easy pass and an easy bucket. 30-16. Governors have their largest lead again, up to 14 now. Wilson, a hard pass for Shelsta. She nearly missed it on the catch. The pass, though, from Shelsta is going to be intercepted. This one by Ryan Berry with 2:15 to play in the first half. Price back for Berry. Tried to pass it before she even got the ball to Kaiser. Got the ball back from Price. Now we'll reset the offense here. Governors will slow things up a little bit. Kaiser will hand off. Stevens underneath for Terwilliger. Off the glass, in and a foul for Reese Terwilliger. She's now got 5 in the game. We got 5 in the game and chance to make 6.
Yeah, the girls have done, for most of the game, have done a really good job of just getting into a motion offense and not really looking like they're running set plays in these last two possessions. Coach Bebout calling a couple really nice plays, getting the post players moving, getting a lot of confusion going on inside, and not really setting moving screens, just a lot of bodies and getting some defenders caught up.
Dupree will check back in for Berry, and the free throw is good from Terwilliger. She's 2 for 4 from the free throw line now. 33-16. Governors lead it by 17 with 1:55 to go here in the second quarter. Pass for Smith. She'll drive inside, off the glass, rolled off the rim. Rebound from Landry Wilson. Lost the ball. Ball still on the floor. Tie up, and it's going to go to the Pierre Governors. I believe it should be the Brookings Bobcats because
we won the tip.
There was no
we won the tip.
Jump ball. Because the Governors got the ball to start the second quarter. There was no jump ball, I don't believe, in this second quarter. It's a timeout taken by Coach McLean. We'll take one with them. We'll try and figure this out. I think it's going to be Pierre Governor ball anyway. 1:44 left to go here in the second quarter. You're listening to Pierre Governor basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
Well, the consensus up here in the booth is that it should be Brookings basketball out of the jump ball and out of the timeout. However, we're not really going to complain about the fact that the Pierre Governors are going to get the ball right here.
We'll have to go watch the film after this.
Yeah, we'll go. You can go back on KCCR Sports and watch it and see if there's a jump somewhere in the second quarter that we didn't catch or that we had forgotten about. There's still 90 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Either way, the Governors have the ball, and Remy Price off the glass missed the shot. Terwilliger got maybe a hit from behind as she was bending over and couldn't get the rebound. So with 1:20 left to go here in the second quarter, the Bobcats have it down by 17. Schmidt will catch at the top of the key. She'll look inside, a long pass, a lob pass for Wilson as she was able to seal off to Dupree. And Landry Wilson now has 7 points. And it's a 33-18 game with 1 minute to go here in the second quarter. Kaiser for Terwilliger. Good backdoor cut from Dupree. Shot's good and a foul for Lennox Dupree. She's got her first tonight. And she had to fight through the contact, was able to get the bucket, and now has a chance for a three-point play.
I'd really be interested to see, in this first half how many assists Terwilliger has, because it's not like she's out on the perimeter distributing the ball like a point guard. It's just they're entering it to her, and her teammates are doing a great job of moving without the ball, and she's doing a really good job of finding them.
She finishes the three-point play. 18-point lead now for the Governors, 36-18, with 40 seconds left to go here in the first half. Wilson on the right wing. To the top of the key is Claire Burns. Top now back for Wilson. Man-to-man defense for the Governors. Wilson will throw it in the corner off the hands and a turnover with 28.3 left to go. That's the 11th turnover of the game for the Brookings Bobcats with 28.3 left to go in the half.
Yeah, and you can probably say that's only the second unforced turnover. Just, like you talk in football, looked upfield before they secure the catch and goes out of bounds, and here come the Governors again.
Here is Dupree over on the right side for Kaiser. Her pass for Terwilliger, that's intercepted. It's going to go the other way now here for the Bobcats as Sheridan hit the bottom of the rim. Now 12 seconds to go as Dupree gets the rebound. Her pass up for Terwilliger. She's bobbling, and they call it travel.
Earlier, the same official made the call that there was no possession yet.
And that's where I thought that's where it was going to be, because Terwilliger never really had control of it. Because technically you can bobble it all the way up and down the court. And something like that, now with only 8.3 to go, that's something where you bobble it for a couple of steps and you can get away with it. That pass deflected by Dupree, nearly another turnover by Brookings with only 4.2 left to go now. This is a big, important 4.2 left as there's a little bit of some pink
I think that's
fuzz.
Coming from potentially one of our hockey players, pink feathers that he was wearing around his neck.
So inbound for Landry Wilson. She'll drive to the baseline, threw it off the glass, missed the shot. The rebound will roll off from Brookings in a 36-18 lead for the Pierre Governors at the end of the first half. What a half for the Pierre Governors as they lead it by 18 over Brookings. Back in 3 minutes with halftime stats. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
People helping people. Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Bank West Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent with Bank West Insurance to work for you.
not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
Has it been years since you've been to the dentist? Are you afraid to see a dentist? So, you are among many people who feel this way. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer of Missouri River Dentistry. At our office, we pride ourselves as an office that uses a personal touch to offer gentle dentistry, tailored to fit each patient's needs. We do so by utilizing state-of-the-art equipment and methods which allow the patients to feel comfortable. So whether it has been many years or 6 months since your last dental visit, your oral health is important. We invite you to call us at Missouri River Dentistry, 223-2021, 223-2021.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Faith Lutheran Church prays for God's blessings to all of our athletes and their families. We're proud of the commitment and dedication that you give to your team. We would love for you to join us and celebrate the successes that God gives to us on the field, in the classroom, and throughout our lives. You can worship with us at Faith Lutheran Church on Sundays at 8:30 and 11 a.m., on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m., or you can watch online at faithluth.com/livestream.
As we welcome you back here to halftime, as Pierre Governors lead at 36-18. John Winkler alongside Nathan Nas. And boy, Nathan, that first half, you talked about after the first quarter, that might have been the best quarter that the Governors have played. This might have been the best half that the Governors have played all season.
Yeah, absolutely. Offensively, things are clicking. Defensively, the effort has been phenomenal. We only scored 16 points in the second quarter.
Right.
We had 20 in the first quarter, but then you look at, I keep mentioning, you look at the other side, we only gave up 7 points in that second quarter, and the coaches have to be extremely happy with how things are going and extremely happy with the effort we're putting forth. If we can put it together for 2 more quarters, put together a complete game is what they're going to be looking for.
And that's a huge, huge first half and a huge confidence booster, because you also see what all the girls are frustrated after the loss on Friday. And there's 2 things that can happen. One, you can come out here, you say you're going to take out your frustration in the game, then you end up doing too much. Or you come out and say, we're going to take the frustration out of this game and do exactly what you need to do. But they're also playing a team that's Brookings, who's got to be feeling the best that they've had all season. And all of a sudden you do this to them in the first half. That is a sign of a good team.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, they're all playing confident. If we look up at the board and we have all 5 girls that were on the floor to end the half points. Sydney Tedrow coming off the bench, playing good defense against Shelsta, but also knocking down a 3. And she's not one that usually that you see her put up even many shots, but it was her first shot. She put it up, and she's sitting at 1 for 1. So there's a lot of confidence, up and down the bench, which I think is a great thing to see if you're a Governor fan. And I don't remember who I was talking to earlier in the year about. I think it was one of the Sioux Falls, someone that works at a Sioux Falls school that said, watching the O'Gorman and the Washington games, we're a dangerous team sitting in the bottom of the seedings right now. Hopefully we can get a couple more wins and continue to move up those. But we're a team that if we play like this, especially down the stretch, you don't want to play against us in the SODAC 16.
And there's nothing. I don't want to take anything away from Brookings or talk bad about them. I just want to say that if you're looking at the standings right now, you're saying we'd rather play Brookings than Pierre in the SODAC 16, and that takes nothing away from the Brookings Bobcats.
Well, absolutely, because they're just 1 seed behind us, and it's by
a couple
points, not even full points, so a couple tenths of a point.
0.2 points behind, not even 0.2 full points behind the Pierre Governors. So that just tells you how close things are in the standings right now in the SODAC 16 standings. But the difference in this game is an 18-point lead for the Pierre Governors. Ryan Berry has the game high with 11. 6 points so far for Remy Price. 4 points for Avery Kaiser. Also 6 for Reese DeWilliger as well. 3 for Sydney Tedrow. 3 for Lennox Dupree and 3 for Laney Stevens. for the Brookings Bobcats. It is 7 points for Landry Wilson, and then 6 for Shellsta, who had just 2 in the second quarter, 4 for Gracie Sheridan, and 1 for Logan Schmidt. The Governors are shooting 6 for 9 from the free throw line. The Brookings Bobcats are 2 for 5 from the free throw line, and it's a 36-18 lead for the Pierre Governors at the end of the first half. We'll step aside for 3 minutes and come back with the second half. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
It takes hard work to reach goals. It's a truth that applies to more than just sports. It also goes for your financial goals. You work hard for your money. You deserve an investment strategy that lines up with your game plan. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor can help. If your investments aren't getting you closer to the win, visit edwardjones.com or stop by your local Pierre area Edward Jones office for a financial review. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Hey, DQ fans. When was the last time you ordered our crispy classic chicken strips or our juicy rotisserie style chicken bites? Both baskets are sumptuous, tender, and paired with Texas toast and golden french fries. With options this good, either choice is a perfect choice. And ring in the new year with a new fave, the Oreo Mocha Fudge Blizzard Treat. It's got chunks of Oreo cookie goodness, fudge pieces, and just the right amount of mocha, all blended into TQ's world-famous soft serve. Looks like your morning coffee just got a whole lot tastier. Grab the Oreo Mocha Fudge Blizzard Treat today, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. You'll find a great selection of quality new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, plus a great selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take good care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local family-owned full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
As we welcome you back here to Rinks High School, as the Governors, they lead at 36-18 to open up the third quarter. John Winkler alongside Nathan Nas. As the Govs look to finish this one out with an 18-point lead right now here to open up the third quarter. And Brookings will get the first possession here to open up this second half. For the Pierre Governors, as that pass deflected by the Governors and out of play. Pierre Governor girls are looking for a win tonight. The Pierre Governor boys will be looking for a win on Thursday in Brookings, though. And the Bobcats right now, they're playing Aberdeen Central tonight, but they are looking for just their second win of the season. They're on a 12-game losing streak right now. That pass is going to be loose, taken away by Kaiser. Already a turnover by Brookings. Pass underneath for Terwilliger. Pump fake off the glass and in for Reese Terwilliger. She's now got 8, and the Governors are up by 20. And already the 12th turnover, first one of this third quarter. And there's a foul called on Lady Stevens trying to strip the pass away. That's her first foul, the first Governor team foul. Just the 4th foul in total for the Pierre Governors right now in this game.
And you might expect to see more, with the Governors, with how aggressive they've been playing on defense, just showing they've been playing really aggressive but really clean basketball.
Pass for Shellsta underneath. Terwilliger, good defense, but Shellsta is able to get the basket to go, and there's one where he tipped the cap and and say that's why you're 6'5" and I am not 6'5". You're going to make that shot more times than not, but a good defense there from Terwilliger. Ryan Berry at the top of the key. She had 11 in the first quarter. She still has the game high right now with 11 points. That pass is going to be intercepted by Wilson, as Landry Wilson will stop, turn, shot goes up, missed the shot, rebound from Wilson, the pass deflected, it's still loose, and it comes back to Wilson again. She'll pull up for 3 this time. That one's missed, and the Governors will pick up the rebound. 7 turnovers for Pierre, but they don't get burned on that turnover, as Stevens will catch on the left wing, inside for Terwilliger, out for Kaiser. One dribble to the left, now swinging the ball around the perimeter on the baseline for Price, trying to avoid the contact, trying to actually get the contact with Shelston, did, but no foul was called and missed the shot on the left side, and the rebound's grabbed by the Bobcats. 6:18 left to go here in the third quarter. Smith will get a pass over on the right wing. It is Claire Burns, top of the key for Wilson, and that was good for Landry Wilson. She's in double figures, and it's now 38-23. Pass for Terwilliger. Back out Kaiser on the right wing. Governors right now standing around the perimeter. Kaiser will catch. Bounce pass underneath for Price. And then she gets bumped. Looked like she stepped out of play, but they allow play to continue. No foul, nobody stepping out of bounds. And then a foul is called on Brookings.
Yeah, I think, Price maybe kind of slowed down, thinking they were going to call a foul. The Brookings girls slowing down, maybe thinking that Price is going to step out of bounds, and just kind of an awkward play there on the baseline.
Smith picks up the foul, her first. Kaiser inside, underneath, gets the shot to go. To a little bit of a pump there from Avery Kaiser. As she's now got 6. A little fist bump from Avery Kaiser. There's a pass that's intercepted. Stevens will pick it off. Now Kaiser in the corner for 3. Missed the shot, but the rebound's grabbed by Stevens. Throws it back to the baseline for Berry. That one's too strong for Berry. Rebound's tipped and grabbed by Price. She'll get back out for Kaiser. She'll try it this time from the top of the key, and that's good for Avery Kaiser. Couple of chances for the Governors on offensive rebounds. And the lead's 43-23 with 5:10 to go here in the third quarter. Pass going to be intercepted again by the Governors. Another turnover by Brookings. Kaiser back the other way, slowing things down here for Price. Terwilliger back for Kaiser. Now Berry, she's open, didn't take it. She's still got a good distance from her and Smith, but didn't take the shot. As Berry will throw it over for now Stevens. And Stevens on the left wing, back to the top of the key with 14 to go on the shot clock. Berry looks, gives it for Kaiser. Now to the corner it goes for Price. High post for Terwilliger. Back for Berry. She's open for 3. She's got another 3. Her third of the game for Ryan Berry. She's now got 14, and the lead's 23, 46-23. Another turnover forced by the Governors. Price, a shot that's missed. The rebound's on the floor. Wilson falls down, and it's grabbed by Stevens. Hands off for Price. She's open for 3. She'll take it. That one does not fall, though, but Stevens gets an offensive board. Kaiser underneath for Terwilliger, and she travels and turns it over.
The Governors offensively and defensively are just, they're so much fun to watch tonight. Just the effort that they've been given on the defensive side, the offensive glass, the last couple possessions feel like we've gotten 6-7 extra looks at the basket just from rebounding.
And then the Governors fall asleep defensively there, as Shelston will get a pass from Sheridan, who took it all the way, and Shelston's now got 10. And a timeout taken by the Bobcats, 46-25 with 4:04 to go here in the third quarter. The Governors enjoying a 21-point lead. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Innovation, it's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
As we welcome you back here, the Pierre Governors lead at 46-25 with 4:04 left to go in this third quarter. And John Winkler alongside Nathan Nas. Nathan, is there any game that you can remember here in Pierre Governor recent history in the last, for both the boys and girls, that you've seen a better defensive performance than what Pierre is showing right now?
I don't think so. This is my 4th year being here in Pierre. This is your 3rd year being here in Pierre. And Defensively, this is probably the best game I've seen the Governors play, and that includes spending an entire season coaching on the boys' side of things. You're going to go back and watch the film on this, and there's going to be things that the coaches are going to find on the film that the girls are going to find on the film, but you have to feel really good at the end of the night.
Price from the baseline gets the jumper to fall, and she's now got 8, and the lead's back to 23, 48-25 with 3:40 left to go here in the third quarter. And there's a foul committed by Lady Stevens. That's her second and the team's second here in the half. That's another thing that I was going to say, too, that sometimes you're saying, well, we're not playing good enough, we're not playing aggressive enough defense because we've got only 5 fouls so far in the entire game with 3:30 to go in the third quarter, but you forced 15 turnovers, and 13 of them have been because of the strong defense. There's a 3 that's up and missed, and a rebound's going to be grabbed by Kaiser. So you're playing good enough defense, and you're doing everything that a coach tells you. Play good defense without fouling. To Williger, a pass for Dupree. She's cut off, and a foul is committed by Burns. That's going to be her first foul. And the second team foul of the half. They've only got 7 fouls, does Brookings, in the entire game.
Yeah, the defense has been pretty clean on both ends. With Shelston there, she's been blocking a lot of shots, or not quite a lot of shots, but playing really clean.
Kaiser gets her shot blocked by Shelston from behind, and the rebound was fumbled around, but then grabbed by Shelston. 48-25 with 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Landry Wilson gets a shot just inside the free throw line, and Landry Wilson has been the best Brookings Bobcat. She's got 12, and it's 48-27. Remy Price will catch. She's open for 3, takes it, drains another 3. Remy Price, that's actually her first tonight, and she now has 11. And the lead is 51-27. That pass to the middle of the floor caught by Burns. Pass will go back. Driving now Smith on the baseline. The shot's missed. Shelston the rebound. The putback's good and a foul committed by Kaiser. And Shelston now with 6 in the quarter. This has been her best quarter. But yet the Governors still lead it 51-29, a 22-point lead with 2:27 to go here in the third quarter. Kaiser gets called for her first foul as we had 2 subs. Christofferson and Barry both check in.
Shelston does a really good job when she gets rebounds, not bringing that ball down where those shorter girls can get at it. A lot of times you can see taller players like that, when they get that rebound and they bring it down and give the smaller players a chance to get at it. She does a really good job of catching it high, staying high, and going back up with it.
On the right side is Christofferson. Now here is Barry after the free throw was missed by Shelston. Still 51-29 with 2:09 left to go in the third quarter. There's a tie-up that'll stay with the Governors. This time we know that is true because Brookings got the ball to start the third quarter. This is the first tie-up of the third quarter. 2:08 left here in the third. 17 on the shot clock, 51-29. Governors lead it by 22. Dupree will inbound. Barry will catch. Back to Dupree. She'll catch. Looked like she was going to shoot it, but found Kaiser underneath now for Dupree. High off the glass and just couldn't get the friendly roll. And a good play there for the Governors. Nearly got another 2 points in the corner for the Bobcats. That pass nearly stolen away, but Sheridan now on the bounce pass for Shelston. Turns with it, missed the shot, the rebound. It's good, and a foul again committed by Kaiser. And there's that to what you said. Caught the rebound up high and did not bring it down to go back up. Just put it right back up, gets the shot to go, and is fouled. So now Shelston's got 8 here in the quarter, 14 in the game, as Kaiser picks up her second foul as Tedrow and Price will check back in. And the lead is now trimmed to 20. 14 fouls here for the Governors in this second half. 1:48 left to go here in the third quarter. The free throw is missed again by Shelston. She's 0 for 2 from the line. Here's Lennox Dupree. Pass deflected, but then grabbed by Tedrow. 25 on the shot clock. Dupree now, left wing. Barry, pump fake. Back to Dupree. Inside the paint for Twilliger. Outside for Tedrow, looking for her second 3. Shots missed. Barry came flying in for the offensive rebound. The ball was tipped and then kept alive by Brookings right to Barry. And then she's fouled as she went up for the shot. And she'll go to the line for 2. That one is going to be committed by Shelston. Her first. And with now 3 team fouls. Barry did a really good job. She was not involved with a shot by Tedrow, but she came crashing in, forced the didn't force the rebound, but forced the Brookings Bobcats to try and save it, and she reaped the rewards of it, although she missed the first free throw. Here's the second one from Barry. That one will fall. She's now got 15 in the game.
Coach Beba will take a timeout.
He'll take his first time out of the game. The Governors lead at 52-31 with 1:24 to go in the third quarter. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
This winter, sip on a delicious hot cocoa and lose yourself in the grace of a fresh falling snow before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for winter sports. Stomp for block shots, holler for match-sealing takedowns, and go berserk for a perfect dismount. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com, member FDIC.
It is a 21-point lead for the Pierre Governors, 52-31, as they lead with 1:24 to go here in the third quarter. Joe Wickler alongside Nathan Nas, as Pierre is looking for win number 7, and they have a shot here for the Pierre Governors that they do to finish the season at 500. You look at the remaining schedule after tonight, you're assuming that the Governors win. They face Watertown, who is at 9-8, number 6 team in the standings. They get Jefferson, who's number 7, and then Roosevelt, who's got 1 win. It's not out of the possibility that the Governors finish this season at 10-10. Obviously going to finish this one off here tonight and then go out one game at a time. But at one point in the season, and probably the lowest point in the season, that loss to Aberdeen Central kind of really woke up the Governors. They've been playing well ever since that loss.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you talk about, you know, in football we lose the opener to Harrisburg, and, you know, you're disappointed with the loss and you never want to lose the game. But at the same time, you know, I think it kind of opened up the kids' eyes that, we're not superhuman. We can lose, and, you know, really reigniting a fire. And maybe that Aberdeen loss is at the end of the season could end up being a blessing in disguise, seeing how we close things out.
As foul is committed by Ryan Berry on the catch inside. Now a pass goes out for Smith for 3. The shot's missed. Price gets the rebound and runs out for the fast break. She'll pull up. Didn't have the number, so then Price will give for Berry. Dupree back now to Berry. Cross court for Tedrow. She'll drive in. Finds to Williger. Inside the paint. Too strong with a shot. The rebound's going to be grabbed. And then Tedrow gets called for the foul. That's her second and the 16th foul now with 51 seconds to go. We praise the Governors for playing good defense without fouling, and now they're one foul away from putting Brookings to the free throw line the rest of the game.
I spoke a little too soon on that one, but, you know, for the most part, the fouls have been aggressive fouls going after the ball. You know, that's one there. I think, you know, Tedrow's trying to poke at the ball a little bit, but at the same time just trying to get down the floor, and ends up catching the girl a little bit on the arm and catches the foul.
Landry Wilson here for Brookings. Smith at the point with 37 to go in the quarter. Smith a bounce pass to the free throw line for Shelsta. Back for Wilson on the left wing. Dupree picks her up. Man-to-man defense for the Governors. Over in the left corner is back to Smith. Try to bounce pass. Thought better of it, but still turned it over to Price. She'll race down the floor. Price off the glass. Missed the shot, though. The rebound will end up being grabbed by Brookings with 15 to go. The shot clock turned off. They can pull within 20 if they can get the shot here to go with 8 seconds to go. Pass over on the left side. Smith, Shelsta fell down. Smith will drive all the way in through the defense and lays it in to finish out the quarter, as it will be 52-33. The Governors will take a 19-point lead into the fourth quarter, and Smith picks up just her first made field goal. But it is a 52-33 lead for the Pierre Governors at the end of 3 quarters. Back in a minute with the fourth. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of heat-a-later fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of heat-a-later fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-a-later Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre still wants your trade or your spare vehicle, and we're willing to give you top dollar. And we'll throw in an additional 250 Pierre Pride dollars. Sell us your car, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you an additional 250 Pierre Pride dollars. Trade in your vehicle for a new or different one, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you 250 Pierre Pride dollars. Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayfordtoyota.com.
As we welcome you back here to start the fourth quarter, the Pierre Governors, they lead it by 19, make it 17 as Landry Wilson catches a pass underneath. And it's a quick 2 points for Wilson. She's now got 14. And it's a 52-35 game with 7:40 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Ryan Berry, a pass over on the left side. A baseline jumper from Stevens is good. And now 5 for Lady Stevens, and it's 54-33. As it should be 54-35. Back to a 19-point game. As the top of the key, that pass is deflected and then grabbed underneath the bounce pass. That ball is on the floor. We get a tie up, and it will go to the Pierre Governors. That'll be the 16th turnover of the game now for Brookings, and Pierre's defense has just been too much for Brookings tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. The defensive effort has led to a lot of these points that the Governors have. You know, sitting at 54 points, feeling pretty happy about how things are going, shooting the ball well. And that defense has given a lot of confidence to the offensive end of the floor. When you're playing that well, it can really drive your offense. Oh, I thought Stevens was going to pull up. I thought she was going to pull the trigger, so I paused there.
Barry will pull the trigger. She missed the shot, and it will end up out of play with 6:56 to go here in the fourth quarter. You're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. The Pierre Governors lead at 54-35, a 19-point lead with 6:56 to go here in the fourth. The Governors have led by as many as 22 in this game, as they have not trailed at all tonight. They have forced 16 turnovers on the Brookings Bobcats. Only 2 of them have really been unforced by the Bobcats. Everything else has been because of the Governors' good defense. That one is knocked out of play by Ryan Berry, and he'll stay with Brookings with 6:37 to go. This will set up a interesting and a fun matchup on Friday, and that game will be heard on Capital City Rock. Brett Nathaniel will have the call, as the Governor girls will be in Watertown for that game. We'll have the game here on KCCR for the boys game on Friday, as they'll take on the Watertown Arrows. And that will also be available to watch on YouTube at KCCR Sports. There's a foul committed by Elise Christofferson. That'll be the 17th foul, so we'll have free throws now for Brookings the rest of the way. And Schmidt will go to the free throw line. As Remy Price will check in for Christofferson. Shelsta is back in the game. She'll come in for Paige Malky. Sophia Hamrick, one of their starters, a 5'8 junior, she's out sick, so she obviously not here, as the free throw is knocked down, and it's now a 54-36 game. Nathan Nas, you going to join me for the game on Friday, as the second free throw is missed?
Might be out of town with the 4-day weekend. We'll have to wait and see.
Remy Price on the right side. Nothing like asking you with everybody listening right now. Landry Wilson, she'll drive after the turnover, and we'll lay it up and in. And Landry Wilson now with 16 points, and it's 54-38. Now you get into a little bit of some danger territory. It's still a 16-point lead, so it's still well in hand for the Governors right now. But you can't get too lazy in this fourth quarter. Stevens will pull up for a 3. That will help. She knocks down a 3. Her second 3 tonight. Coach Bebot will take a timeout. He might be thinking the same thing that I just said. You don't want to end this game lazy and just feeling like this game's out of reach, because in AA basketball, you're playing one of your best games, but you don't want it to be overshadowed by a bad fourth quarter. Lady Stevens hits a big 3 to go back up by 19, and Coach Bebot takes a timeout.
Yeah, you know, Coach Bebot taking the timeout, and he's not drawing up a lot on this board because there's not a lot to draw up. But, yeah, I'm sure he's talking to the girls, and the other coaches are talking to the girls on the bench of, don't be content. We haven't put together a full 4 quarters all year yet. Tonight needs to be the night that we put forward the full 4 quarters. Because, yeah, really, if we go out not playing well in this fourth quarter, as well as we've played for over 3 quarters, that's what's going to stick in your mind. It's going to be the last 5 minutes we were up big and we started coasting. We didn't keep the intensity that we needed to. So I'm assuming that's what that timeout was for, to talk about, and the girls will respond here well, I'm sure.
5:53 left to go here in the fourth quarter. They broke the huddle, and then Coach Bebow came out and continued to talk to the 5 girls that are on the court right now. Elise Christopherson checked in for Remy Price coming out of the timeout as the Bobcats will inbound with 5:52 to go here in the fourth quarter. And in the backcourt, that is Jaden Devine that will give back for Smith. And Logan Smith will throw over on the right side for Landry Wilson. A 19-point lead again for the Governors. Here is Sheridan trying to drive on Stevens. Kicks it over for Devine. Now back for Smith. Underneath it goes. A tough shot high off the glass. Missed the shot. Wilson's second chance. She is fouled and will go to the free throw line for 2. Wilson's been the most consistent Brookings Bobcat player here tonight, as that foul was committed by Reese Terwilliger, her first. And that's pretty astounding that Reese Terwilliger, as good of a defense as she's played all night tonight, that's just her first foul. First free throw is good from Wilson, as Price will check back in for Christopherson.
Yeah, and Reese has really had to play physical inside all night. So, yeah, like you said, it is surprising to pick up the first foul there.
It's 17-point night for Landry Wilson. Second free throw is missed by Wilson, and Price will pick up the rebound. Here is Ryan Berry for the Governors, leading by 18 with 5:20 left to play. Stevens will pull up for another 3. That one hits the front of the rim off the backboard and in from Lainey Stevens. And the lead's back to 21, 60-39. Talk about danger territory. What danger territory? Governors are back up by 20.
Yeah, as happy as Brookings is probably, they've been chipping away these last couple possessions. To have Stevens come down and just drill 2 big threes can be kind of demoralizing.
Governors turn it over, and then a blocking foul committed, and back for more free throws. It's the 9th Governor foul here in the second half. That was by Barry, and it will be another set of free throws. And Barry picks up her 4th, as Dupree will check in for Ryan Barry, and also Shelston will come out with Claire Burns checking back in. Devine will be at the free throw line. She has not scored yet tonight. Still 1-1. Last time it is 1-1. That free throw is good, so she'll get that second shot. 60-40, a 20-point lead here for the Governors with 4:54 to go. Be their 7th win of the season, 4 of their last 5, and even that loss to Bismarck, as the second free throw rattles home for Devine. That loss to Bismarck is one that, yeah, you like to get a win, and I know the Governor girls were wanting that win, but that was a team that destroyed you in the summer, and you come back and only lose by 4 in the winter. That tells you how good of a team that you've become. There's just another turnover, though, by the Governors. Kaiser threw it to Dupree, who is starting to get out of the paint, and then another foul as Price will pick it up, and driving was Devine. That's the 10th team foul, and now we have 2 free throws. So while this game looked like it was going to be flying through and we were going to get done just a couple minutes after 8 o'clock, we still got 4:38 left to go, and we get more free throws upcoming. Here's Jane Devine's first free throw that's missed. 60-41. We've had in the first 3 quarters, Brookings went 2 for 7. They've already made they're 4 for 7 right now in the fourth quarter, make it 4 for 8. As Price gets the rebound of the second miss by Devine. They've had more free throws in this fourth quarter already than they had in the first 3 quarters, did Brookings. Here is Stevens. Now it has helped that they've had the bonus. To Williger, over for Dupree. Takes a couple of steps back. They leave her, so she'll pull up for 3, and she'll make it. Lennox Dupree.
She's put up that shot about 1,000,000 times over at the Y throughout her youth and her career. You can't leave her open for that one.
4:07 to go, and it's 63-42, a 22-point lead, and another turnover by the Bobcats. Make it turnover number 17 of the night. As Shelston will check back in. That is, yeah, Lennox Dupree will be dangerous for quite a few years here for the Pierre Governors, but she turns it over there, trying to get a pass back for Tedrow. Sheridan, that shot is missed, and it will be grabbed by Dupree. This time instead of passing, she'll race down the court. And now she'll pick up her dribble and look for a pass. That pass deflected, and it goes all out of play off of off of Wilson. So it'll stay with the Pierre Governors with 3:47 to go here in the fourth quarter. 22-point lead, 63-41. Governors lead it over the Brookings Bobcats. Here is Dupree to the left side for Stevens. On the left wing, over for Terwilliger. Terwilliger will hand back off for Stevens. Nearly lost it, and before it went out of play, she was able to throw it back to Terwilliger, and then hands off for Dupree. Dupree with 4 on the shot clock. Terwilliger, long shot is missed. Rebound, though, from Price. Put back off of the Bobcats players. It was blocked, and it will go the other way. And here comes now the Bobcats with Sheridan. Down by 22, pass deflected by Price, grabbed by Schmidt, though, in the corner. On the baseline, Shellstead throws it over across, and Jaden Devine is underneath the basket. She gets her first field goal, and it's 63-43. Quickly up ahead, Tedrow now to Terwilliger. Pump fakes on Shellstead, gets her going, but Terwilliger missed the shot. Rebound, though, will be grabbed by Tedrow. Now here's Stevens, another 3 on the left wing. That one's missed, and Shellstead grabs the rebound. 2:45 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Pierre leads it by 20, 63-43. And again, coming up on Thursday, the Pierre Governors will take on the Brookings Bobcats. The boys basketball, Shellstead gets a buck underneath. Makes it 16 on the night for Shellstead. They're going to sub and just get fresh bodies in for Brookings. It's going to be Bailey Waterman as well as Ella Bisgard. And now we'll have Maya Shorter check in for the Governors for Reese Terwilliger.
Yeah, Brookings subs out Shellstead and Wilson, who really are 2 really good basketball players. You know, they end with 17 and 16 points, I believe, is what the board says over there. Playing really well for Brookings, but just the Governors as a team overshadowing those performances.
Shorter to the top of the key for Dupree. And that's kind of the Coach McLean's waving the white flag right now with 2:13 left to go. Emily Lingle will check in here momentarily. Stevens for Shorter, nearly traveled, but find Dupree. And Lennox Dupree for Tedrow, pulls up for 3. That one will find its way through.
Her second one of the night.
Sydney Tedrow with 6. Coach Bebout takes a timeout to then get more subs in. So as Hannah Lemieux checks in, I thought he was just going to go just in for
He was. Some of the girls got kind of excited and got out on the floor, and that's where the confusion came from.
So, yeah, they will get everybody back out on the court with 1:59 to go. So, as Lise Christopherson, Lennox Dupree, Hannah Lemieux, Maya Shorter, and Emily Lingle all in the game now for the Brookings Bobcats. Thursday, the Governor boys will be in Brookings. Coverage will start at 6:40. Tip-off at 7 o'clock. Shorter picks up a steal. Finds up ahead for Dupree. Turnover number 18 of the game for the Bobcats. 1:40 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Lemieux, Lingle, left side for Dupree. Gets a screen from Lingle. Trying to roll off of it, Shorter. Now here is Christopherson. That ball will go off the hands and off the feet of Christopherson, so a turnover by the Governors, as they've now turned the ball over 12 times in this game. 1:27 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 6:40 coverage, 7 o'clock tip-off. Pierre Governors in Brookings on Thursday. And then around 6:40 and 6:45 on Friday. 6:40 for the boys, 6:45 for the girls. Boys will be on KCCR. The girls will be on Capital City Rock. And both games will be on the radio for you. As there's a 3 up and good from Bailey Waterman. Bailey Waterman gets a big bucket, and the Brookings bench got excited for that one, so you know that she's worked hard in practice, doesn't get a whole lot of varsity playing time. And while the loss is going to be a tough one for the Bobcats, they still like to see the result of one of their players getting, one of their teammates getting a bucket. Emily Lingle, left side for Dupree with 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. She'll pull up for 3. That one's missed. The rebound will be grabbed by Shorter. Shot clock is turned off. They don't have to take another shot to the Governors. Shorter will catch. We'll have a tie-up, and it will be another turnover by the Governors, although it's all moot. And it does get the subs to check in, as Grace Soma will check in, as well as Kara Weiss and Danny Beck will check in. 20 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Governors lead it by 18, 66-48. That ball is off the hands, and then
our student section was counting down 2-1, and I think all the girls on the court believed them.
That is another turnover by Brookings.
That might have been Keen Holtz and Kruger leading the countdown over there that threw everyone off.
Of course it was, those two guys. Someone will catch. I say that with all love to him.
I told him I'd give him the shout-out after you wouldn't let him take my place tonight, so I had to get him a little bit of something.
Governors win it 66-48 over the Brookings Bobcats here tonight. An 18-point win for the Pierre Governors as they move to 7-10, and the Brookings Bobcats fall to 5-11. Back in 2 minutes for the post-game show. Listen to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
First United Methodist Church would like to take this time to wish the Pierre Governors great success in this sports season. Athletic competition builds skills, leadership, teamwork, and provides lifelong lessons in character development. I'm Pastor Greg, and I invite you to join us for meaningful worship, personal growth, and compassionate fellowship. For a list of worship times and upcoming events, visit our website, pierrefirstumc.org, or our Facebook page, Pierre First United Methodist Church.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
As we welcome you back here, and the Pierre Governors win it 66-48 over the Brookings Bobcats tonight. So John Winkler alongside Nathan Nas. What a win for the Pierre Governors. They had three different Governors score in double figures, led by Ryan Berry. He had 15. Didn't score in the second or fourth quarter and still had 15 points for the Governors. But they forced 19 turnovers in total, and maybe 3 of them were unforced turnovers by the Brookings Bobcats. But Pierre just played so well throughout this entire night, all 4 quarters. This was probably the most complete game that Pierre has had here this season.
Yeah, absolutely. And it started defensively, and then offensively hitting those shots early really led to the girls being confident on both ends of the floor all night long, and it really showed as bench players were coming in doing a good job. City Tedrow knocked down a couple threes, and I think she only took 3 shots and hit 2 of them. And so that speaks to a lot of the confidence that a lot of these girls are playing with and that they're playing with as a team right now.
The Governors shot 7 for 10 from the free throw line in the ball game. And, I mean, really, there's a lot of good things that you can say, but I think the biggest thing, the good thing that you can say is that it was everything that was good for the Governors, not just here or there or one spot and not this spot. It was every facet of the game. There was maybe a stretch of 2 minutes where Coach Bebout took that timeout after a made 3 by Stevens that probably said that we need to finish strong. That was the only time where you really felt that the Governors weren't on top of their game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wouldn't even say, we talked about a little bit there during the commercial that, those 2 minutes, you're not extremely happy with, but at the same time, it wasn't like Brookings came out and absolutely dominated those 2 minutes where you weren't playing your best basketball. We were still doing a good enough job on the defensive end that some of our sloppiness on the offensive end was kind of washed out by us getting turnovers or forcing them to take contested shots and not good shots. Really a complete game and something that the girls can look to build on and the coaches can look to build on going into a big matchup against Watertown. As
we go through the scoring totals here, Ryan Berry led the team with 15 points for the Pierre Governors. Laney Stevens and Remy Price each had 11. Those are the three in double figures. You had 9 points for Avery Kaiser, 8 for Reese Terwilliger, 6 for Sydney Tedrow, and another 6 for Lennox Dupree to pace the Governors. So everybody that got on the score sheet had multiple shots go in for the Governors as they win at 66-48. On the other side for the Brookings Bobcats, Landry Wilson had a strong second half, scoring 10 points and finished with 17 in the game. 16 for Ainsley Shelston, and we'll get to that in just a moment. And then 4 points for Logan Smith, Gracie Sheridan, and Jane Devine, and then 3 for Bailey Waterman. Shelston had 16 points, but had 8 of her 16 in the first quarter, or in the third quarter. That's how she did not have the scoring threat, the scoring ability that she usually has every night. The Governors, Terwilliger took that away. Kaiser took it away. Everybody from Pierre really helped to take that away, especially in the first, second, and fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something that you're not happy with it, but you might be able to live with that a little bit in the third quarter. That's not something that you want to see Shelston put up 8-10 points in the first quarter and really get hot and be hot as the game's going on. Really good job defensively by Terwilliger a lot in that first quarter. And then Sydney Tedrow doing a really good job. I don't know if she's ever had to come into a varsity basketball game or any basketball game, and for that matter, and have to deal with that big of a size disadvantage, but doing a really good job defensively of using their quickness, being undersized, but being athletic enough, being quick, not letting her own the spot, getting around to where she's not just straight posting them. And then the other, our smaller guards, Laney Stevens, Lennox Dupree, Ryan Berry, Remy Price, doing a really good job of, when they can, collapsing down to help out with her, but still not letting their girls put up a lot of open looks from the perimeter.
The Governors now are at 7-10 on the season, and we talked about before, it's not out of the realm of possibility that the Governors finish at 10-10. They've got a couple of challenges, Watertown being that next one on Friday, and then Jefferson will be a tough one, both of them on the road. But then you finish with Roosevelt, who has won one game, so you're expecting that that they should win that game. But at the worst, you're saying 8-12 in the season, but Pierre's got a legitimate shot here in these next two games on the road to go and beat a good Watertown team, beat a good Jefferson team, and finish off with a strong win against Roosevelt. They could be at 10-10, and they could find themselves. I don't think that they will end up being able to make a home game in the Sodak 16, as they're trailing by 1.3 points by the 8th spot. However, they've got a good shot to be maybe that 9 seed, and then that 8-9 matchup is as big of a toss-up as anything.
Yeah, absolutely. And if our girls can come out and play the way they did tonight for these last 3 games, as good as Watertown and Jefferson have been this year, I really like our chances in those games. And in the Sodak 16, whoever we end up against, we've showed that we can play well against the top teams in the state and those one-loss teams. If we come out playing the way we did, because in some of those other games we talked about our defense being so good and our offense being a little bit lacking, and tonight really putting together a complete game that could really project us forward as we go and into these last 3 games and into that Sodak 16 over the next few weeks of the season here.
The Pierre Governors again win it 66-48 over the Brookings Bobcats, as we will welcome in here Coach Kirk Beboutz in just a moment. The Governors pick up their 7th win of the season, now 7-10 on the year. Brookings falls to 5-11, a 12 versus 13 matchup in the standings, and the Governors never trailed in the game and finished with a 18-point win. As Coach Nathan and I were talking about it throughout this entire game. This was as dominant and as good of a performance that the Pierre Governors have had all season.
Yeah, I don't want to be negative about it, but I mean, as a coach, for the last 4 minutes we got to clean that up. We got sloppy, but yeah, I mean they played really really well. They executed what we wanted to do. We knew we had to speed them up. We couldn't just let them come down and enter it into their post, and so we did a good job of speeding it up, getting some turnovers, and we shot the ball really well. That always helps. And we have shooters. We have girls that can really shoot it. I think a lot of teams when they prepare for us are they're worried about Remy, but we got other girls that can shoot it too. All of our girls can really shoot it. So, and that's starting to show. So, yeah, I thought it was good basketball all around. Brookings have been playing good basketball. They got some tough matchups, But I thought the girls were focused like we want to be. They fought hard and finished it off the way we wanted to. Other than the, we didn't need to take early shots. I mean, there's going to be times when instead of being up by 18, we're up by 8, and then that gets to be a big deal. So we got to learn from that at the end there.
And that's what we're kind of talking about too. That as good as you guys have played, always looking for some kind of something to get better at. No game is perfect until you win a state championship that you're ever going to say we still got to find ways to get better.
100%. I wish I could just be totally happy. I mean, I should be. I am happy that we're playing well, but never. Yeah, like you said, you're never satisfied. A couple of things we talked about. If someone's hot, someone just hit a couple and they're open, they got to touch the ball. So Laney got going there a little bit, and then I thought she was open again a couple times when she didn't get to touch it. That's not, we want to be great. We don't want to be good. So great teams will find that shooter when that happens. So that's one instance of something we can do better. And just making some different choices down the stretch, taking care of the ball. It's a fine line because you got to stay aggressive. You don't want to get tentative, and then you're turning the ball over that way and you're not looking to score. So there is a fine line, and I think the girls are getting there, and happy for them that they're seeing the fruit of all their work and the type of team that we can be.
You forced 19 turnovers in the game, and really maybe 3 of them were unforced errors from Brookings. You defensively to Williger inside. You held Shellsta. If you take away the third quarter, she's got 8 points in the game. She finished with 16, but you held her through 3 quarters, 3 of the 4 quarters of 8 points in total. But a lot of good defensive effort all the way around for the Pierre Governors. Kind of maybe started with Terwilliger, but it really started also in the backcourt when you got multiple steals on the press.
Yeah, I thought Reese did a great job, but we knew that she was going to need some help. I mean, there's nothing you can do sometimes in there, So she was going to need some help, and that had to come from ball pressure and making them work to get it across and not letting them see, and then having some good help, early help. And I thought a lot of our girls, that were our helpers, they were there when they needed to be there for the most part, and got some steals there and made it tough for Shellsta to get a look every time. So she's going to get her looks, and she's a really nice player. So yeah, it starts with the ball pressure. It always does, and then girls rotating, talking, communicating, being connected on defense.
You're now 7-10. Watertown's coming up on Friday, and you get a couple of days to prepare for that Watertown team. What do you expect from them going into Friday?
I mean, they super well coached, play extremely hard. Everything that we get on the offensive end is going to be earned. They don't really make mistakes on the defensive end, and they're physical and they're in the right spots. So they really challenge you that way to be really solid on offense and execute really, really well, because it's going to be tough scoring points. And then they got some good guards, and they run good stuff, and they're patient, and they execute, and they're smart. And like I said, they're well coached, and it's at their play. So it's going to be another ESD battle on Friday.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Congratulations on the win, and good luck on Friday.
All right, thanks. Take care. Hey, can I say 2 things real quick?
Absolutely.
Pink Night, so great job all around for that. All of us know someone that's been touched by cancer, and so I'm glad our program can help out with that a little bit. I got to give 2 quick shout-outs, one to some alum, our seniors from last year. I always said I wouldn't forget them. I'm not going to forget them, and I just heard Katie's going to be going out to Las Vegas, so I just want to – I don't know if they'll get back to them, but hopefully they know that we're always thinking about them. And then on senior night, I didn't give Abby Jeffries her due. We talked a little bit about Laney and Emily, but Abby Jeffries is here every single day, and she's the best film person around and just a really great kid. So I just wanted to make sure that Abby knows how much we appreciate her.
Absolutely. Coach, appreciate the time. Congratulations on the win. Good luck on Friday.
All right, thanks.
As head coach Kirk Bebout of the Pierre Governors as they win it here tonight 66-48. And before we wrap things up, Nathan, your final thoughts here on this big win for the Pierre Governors.
Yeah, I know Coach talked about it, and we mentioned it earlier too, that this is a game that's a little bit easier to sit down as players and a coach and critique and really nitpick, In those tougher loss games, you really don't want to nitpick on them and dwell on those things. But this is one of those games that you can kind of look at under a microscope a little bit more at those mistakes. But all around a great effort by the girls, offensively, defensively, and it was top to bottom. It was everyone was out there getting after it defensively, and I think that led to a lot of confidence on the offensive end and in a complete game for the Governors, like you said, except for those couple of minutes there in the fourth quarter.
Pierre Governors win at 66-48 here tonight over the Brookings Bobcats. Coming up on Thursday, we have Pierre Governor basketball. The boys will be in Brookings to take on the Bobcats. So we'll have coverage starting at 6:40 and tip-off at 7 o'clock. And then Friday, both games will be on your Riverfront Broadcasting stations, as we'll have the Pierre Governor boys here on KCCR, and the Pierre girls will be on Capital City Rock, as they'll be up in Watertown on Friday, and we'll have the boys game here at home on Friday against the Watertown Arrows. That'll do it for us here from this evening, here from Riggs High School. Coming up in just a moment, we'll have Kentucky and Tennessee here on KCCR, as we will send out to coverage of that one. That one tipped off just a little bit after 8 o'clock, so we'll get you out to that one. Thanks to Jacob Mayer, back at the station, Nathan Nas, John Winkler here. Governors win it 66-48 over the Brookings Bobcats, as we say good night from Riggs High School.
You've been listening to Pierre Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by Dairy Queen, Todd's Electric, Shane's Pharmacy, Avera St. Mary's, and Bank West. And by Billion Auto, Edward Jones Financial, Gales Gas, Birding Electric, Gateway Ford Lincoln and Toyota, and Midwest Co-op. And by Fisher Round, First Dakota National Bank, Lamb Motors, All Around Graphics, and Faith Lutheran Church. And by Missouri River Dentistry, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Papa Murphy's, Kruger Contracting, and Wagner Auto. Join us all season on your home for Governor Sports, KCCR, KCCRradio.com, and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special presentation